April 17th, 2026. The war in Ukraine continues. Ukraine's National Guard, 3rd Battalion Black Sky, their UAV team shows how fast ambush drones can react. Seconds. That's all it takes. Russian positions, located, engaged, and struck. No delay. No warning. The drones are pre-positioned. The moment a target is confirmed, they spring into action. This is the reality of drone warfare in 2026. Speed, precision, no safe zones. This soldier tried to run, but ran straight toward the drone. Panic, confusion. Maybe he lost direction. Either way, he ran right into it. This footage shows multiple drone strikes across the front line, different locations, same result. Russian soldiers, in trenches, in forests, on top of vehicles, constantly targeted, constantly under threat. Look at their situation. Exposed, defenseless, nowhere to hide. In a trench, the drone finds you. In the woods, the drone finds you. On a vehicle, the drone finds you. No cover is safe anymore. No movement goes unnoticed. This isn't one ambush. This is the new reality of the battlefield. Drones everywhere, all the time, watching and striking. The soldiers know it. You can see it in how they move. Desperate, tired, always looking up. This soldier was walking through one of the most desolate areas of the Donetsk region. He had no idea a drone was following him. An FPV drone was sent to attack. It rapidly approached, ready to strike. But then something strange happened. The soldier noticed the drone, and instead of running, he crouched down and froze. He didn't move, as if he thought that staying still would make him invisible. It didn't work. The drone still hit its target. But here's the question. Why do you think he chose to stay still instead of running? This soldier became the drone's target while trying to climb out of a water-filled pit. The drone moved quickly and struck the soldier. Today, a Ukrainian FPV drone targeted a Russian soldier in open terrain. Here's what happened. The soldier was alone. No cover, no vehicle, no trench, just flat ground and a distant tree. The drone operator tried to lock on multiple times. Each time, the soldier changed direction. Sharp turns, sudden stops, last-second moves. He kept running, but there was nowhere to hide. His only hope was that tree in the distance. He never tried to shoot back. Maybe that would have changed things. The drone stayed on him. Seconds became minutes. The soldier kept running. In the end, the drone didn't miss. Think about this. In open terrain, with no cover and no weapon return, what chance does one soldier have against an FPV drone? An FPV drone, waiting in ambush. It spots a Russian soldier heading back to his trench. The drone springs into action. No hesitation. The soldier never makes it. Think about this. How do you defend against something that's already waiting for you? In these footage, a Ukrainian FPV drone is on a routine reconnaissance mission in the Pokrovsk area. This route, used constantly by soldiers, is watched 24/7. Drones are always in the air. Then something changes. The operator spots 2 Russian soldiers on a motorcycle. The drone turns instantly, locks on, closes the distance. The soldiers see it. They know what's coming. But on a motorcycle, in open terrain, there's nowhere to go, no cover, no escape. New AI-powered drones over Donetsk City. Azov's first corps is flying above the Donbass arena. But here's what you're actually watching. The operator sees a military vehicle on screen. A truck, a supply convoy. He taps it, and from that moment, the AI takes over. No GPS needed. No radio signal required. The drone locks onto the target with machine vision, its own eyes. Even if Russia jams everything, the drone keeps going until impact. That's how Ukrainian drones are hitting Russian military vehicles right inside occupied Donetsk, not just near the front line, inside the city. Russian air defense, struggling to track these drones. The message from Azov is clear. No safe rear area anymore. Think about this. How does drone warfare change when the attacker can strike anywhere inside a major city without GPS, without a signal. Deep in the forest, FPV drones on the hunt. The target? Russian Msta-S self-propelled howitzers. 2 of them. Destroyed. Not just that. A T-72 tank. Several armored vehicles. Another howitzer. All hit. This is the work of the Talion Unmanned Systems Battalion. Forest terrain, camouflaged artillery, FPV drones weaving through the trees, finding what's hidden and taking it out. Msta-S systems. 152mm self-propelled howitzers on T-72 tank chassis. Range of 24 kilometers, up to 29, with rocket-assisted shells. Heavy, powerful, dangerous, and in this operation, neutralized. No frontline assault, no infantry push, just drones, precision, and forest cover. What you're watching is part of a broader campaign by Ukraine's security service and unmanned systems forces. The weapon here? The FP2, a domestically produced medium-range strike drone. According to technical specifications, it carries a 105-kilogram warhead and has an operational range of around 200 kilometers. In this operation near Luhansk, reconnaissance teams identified several fuel trains on railway stations. After confirmation, coordinates were passed to drone units. The result? Precision strikes. Fuel tankers destroyed. Railway infrastructure heavily damaged. No frontline troops involved, just logistics being disrupted deep behind the lines. Ukraine's 7th Rapid Response Corps. Pokrovsk direction, deep behind the lines. FPV drones hit Russian vehicles, infantry positions, artillery pieces, and other equipment. One target after another. Not the front line, not a single strike. A sustained campaign against rear area logistics and firepower. The message is clear. There is no safe zone, not anymore. The 7th Rapid Response Corps. Their job? Identify and destroy targets before the enemy can form strike groups. FPV strikes hitting vehicles, infantry, artillery pieces, both inside Pokrovsk and in other zones south of the city. They're not waiting for the assault to come. They're breaking it apart before it forms. The Russians are trying to entrench in Kherson. They're stacking equipment in southern Pokrovsk, but every time they gather, the drones find them. Night of April 16, 16 targets, 3 regions, Crimea, Donetsk, Zaporizhzhia, all hit in a single operation. Here's what got struck and why it matters. Air defense, 3 systems, a Panzer near Feodosia, an OSA AK near Vodyan, and a Buk M1 near Bahativka. Why target air defense first? Because you can't hit anything deeper without blinding Russian radar. Take out the shield, then go for the sword. Iskander missile bases. 2 of them in Crimea, Mizhyria and Kurotna. These systems fire ballistic missiles with a range of up to 500 kilometers. Hard to intercept. Hitting the launchers before they fire. That's the play. Fuel depots. Oktyabrsskoye and Hlaibuki Yar in Crimea. No fuel, no movement, no logistics, no front line. Rubicon drone base near Herna in Donetsk, a workshop and storage facility for Russia's advanced UAV unit. Destroy the drones before they take off. Also hit a Black Sea Fleet ammunition depot and maintenance facilities. Who did it? The 414th Brigade Magyar Birds, Battalion 6, 7 and 9. The 413th Regiment Raid handled the Black Sea Fleet site. The 1st Center of Unmanned Systems took care of the Rubicon base and the Buk M1, coordinated by the newly established Deep Strike Center. This wasn't random. This was a planned sequence. Air defense first, then missiles, then fuel, then drones. Here's the question for you. If you had to rank these targets, air defense, missile launches, fuel, or drone facilities, which one hurts Russian forces the most? Now, let's look at the bigger picture, where the front stands today, mid-April 2026. Let's start where we've been focused. Pokrovsk. Russian forces continue pushing into Kherson, operating in small infantry groups, wave after wave, trying to reach the center of the settlement. Small arms clashes are ongoing. At the same time, in the southern part of Pokrovsk itself, the Russians are accumulating equipment and personnel, building up for what they hope will be a push north. But Ukrainian forces are not waiting. The 7th Rapid Response Corps and drone units are constantly identifying and striking targets, both inside Pokrovsk and south of the city, breaking up strike groups before they can form. According to the commander of the 132nd Reconnaissance Battalion, Russian tactics haven't changed. They're still sending personnel on what he calls meat grinder assaults, one-way missions using vehicles, motorcycles, anything that moves. But Ukrainian drones detect them in advance and eliminate them daily. That's all for today's coverage. If you found this valuable, hit the like button and subscribe. New Frontline updates go up regularly. And if you haven't already, drop your thoughts in the comments. We read every single one. Until next time.